I remember describing Fred to my dad. I'm like, no, but it's really funny. He pretends he's 5, but he's like a grown man, but he speeds his voice up. It's really funny.
Oh, it's
I think my
hilarious,
dad
Dad.
watched one episode and he's just like, this is irritating, but that's fine.
You do you.
Okay, so I think we should definitely cover the Pumbaa Fart Murderer fanfic. That one's a
Oh,
classic.
oh,
I think the only
absolutely.
thing is, I feel like Zero Dicks, Zero Dick Legend. I feel like she was aware that she was a meme and kind of leaned into it. But the Timon the Great one has that like very genuine, very not self-aware,
Right, yeah.
pure
Hmm.
latent chaos energy to it. I think that one will be good too.
And who
She rubs
knows?
her meerkat lips on him or some shit.
If we do a session where we just look around for a while, who knows what kind of new, exciting things we might find that we haven't looked at before.
Uh, well, the only problem is the site's so broken now you can't
Right.
read half the old posts. So
Yeah, we can try, though.
the
And it,
archives, we could try the Wayback Machine.
yeah, that too.
Thank
Uh,
God for that. Wow, look, they added new characters. They added these random forest animals. Cool.
nice.
That was what we were really clamoring for.
Oh, I was clamoring. I was on the forums back in the day going,
Yeah.
add these bullshit forest animals. I'm gonna scream at you, Disney. I'll be very angry, and you better bring back
Some
Copa, and you better bring back Lion Guard season 12. Better be airing tomorrow.
justice for
Better be on my
Copa.
disc. Better be on my desk.
Jesus Christ. No, I remember when, yeah, I'm sure there's some 40-year-old right now who's just like, yeah, that new Bush baby in the live action Lion King remake that interacts with Timon and Pumbaa. That's like my favorite character. It's just adds so much depth and twang to the original. I'm so glad they added it. It's just like added so much to the movie. And here's my 6 paragraphs as to why. I was just gonna say, I remember when I was in my 16-year-old like kind of snarky phase, which I was never. I don't know. I I never caused conflict on that site, but I did start memeing it a little at some point. But I remember I had, like those Jesus bumper stickers with like the fish. At one point, I made
Oh
an
yeah.
edit of one of those, and I just had like a fish bumper sticker, but I wrote Copa on it. And I was just like, Copa, the one true savior that everyone cares about for some reason.
That's amazing.
Like, I believe in Copa. I don't care
I
if he's
believe.
not real. People literally being like, he is real! And I'm like, bro, none of these characters are real. Are you okay?
Are you mentally stable?
I
The copa, like instead of the Jesus fish, it's just everybody has a copa fish on their bumpers,
know.
their bumper, car bumper.
Do you fucking believe in Copa or not? I'm like, no, because none of them are real, but that's okay.
Do you fucking believe or not, Jana? I
Does he come on the Santa Claus sled? Jesus Christ.
how
Oh,
many?
here we get to watch Dust for 5 minutes. Anyway, what?
You might know better than me, but oh yeah, this scene. You might know better than me, but weren't there a lot of like in the Lion Guard section? Weren't there so many like uh threads that were Lion Guard is not a preschool show, or like at
God,
least
you're
people
you're
saying
acting
that.
like I would be super familiar. That would be
I don't know.
Tim and Crystal's
Oh, I
game.
don't. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I remember seeing a few posts that were like that, like ranting forever. Like I would just say like I remember this is like near the end when I posted anything. I was like, it's a stupid like it's fine for what it is, but it's like a preschooler show, and they're like, no, it's not. Just because it's on Disney
Probably,
Junior
honestly.
doesn't mean. And we could look into that later, but.
People probably hoping that it's like gonna be like My Little Pony, but
And that wasn't on a preschooler's
preschool. Yeah,
specific.
that was like what's supposed to be like 8 to 11 or
Yeah,
something, right?
exactly. Whereas
That's a
Disney
little bit
Junior
more
is very much
understandable,
specifically aimed towards like 6 and under.
Yeah, exactly. No, I watched Return of the Roar with Jack
It was
when it
okay.
aired because I mean everyone wanted to,
Ugh.
and I was like, maybe this will be. Yeah, I know, right? We get to watch shit roll around for 5 minutes. It's super
Yes.
cool, guys.
It's, you know what?
Best improvement of this movie. Thanks. We get to watch literal shit roll around.
Yeah, and Simba's disgusting hair like for like 2 minutes. It's
Yeah,
I don't
'cause
care if
it
it's unreal.
wasn't clear enough how the hair got there. I couldn't imagine that it was just the wind. I wanted to see the whole fucking process.
Yes, I need-
So thanks.
I need to ensure that it's actually, you know what? It's more within the realm of believability when you see less of it, because when you see the whole process, it's even more ridiculous. Like, yeah, sure, it flew specifically to Rafiki, okay, when you see like all this specific shit that's happening, at least when you just see it, it blows over there. At least that's more like, it's, cartoon logic, but whatever.
It happened. Yeah.
Mystical fantasy logic. And that's fine, but
No, we gotta have like ants and like shit rolling around on.
yeah. Oh, I will put this into my mouth. It smells delicious.
Jesus Christ. Literal hairball for like 6 minutes. I'm just like, okay.
Rafiki just eats it and that's the end of the movie.
Cool. You took 6 minutes for something that took like 10 seconds in the original and added nothing. That was awesome. Thanks.
I loved it. I don't know what you're talking about, Jana, why you're being sarcastic cunt about it. I loved it. It was great. I loved every
Thanks
second.
for the added scenes, guys. Thanks, Disney execs. These added scenes were like just what we wanted.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? African gray parrot, I stand that. That's cute as fuck.
One little positive.
Shut the fuck up. I like parrots. That was cute.
I like
that
parrots.
makes this movie way better. Because there were
It
no
elevates
parrots
it.
in the original.
It elevates it from a 1 to a 1.1.
Yeah. Finally, they're not just having the same old fucking animals that they always have, like zebra and the gemsbok and the gazelle, like 6,000 times. Like, oh, they had a parrot, and it actually looked like a parrot. I'm down with this. There we go. That's my favorite character right there.
His name is...
Who wants to write porn of him?
I'm on it. No.
Jesus Christ.
His name is Jasper, and I'm going to write a 15,000-page porno. And it's
Jasper
going to be a
and Horace,
masterpiece,
like
my
from
masterpiece.
101 Dalmatians. Which one's Horace and which one's Jasper? I think that's the two gazelles.
Yes.
Okay, that was actually kind of cool. She like leapt out of that like thing.
Yeah.
That was actually kind of cool for a second, on accident probably, but
Jon Favreau is like, fuck, that was cool. Glad I did that. I did that accidentally.
I'm headcanoning that Jasper is the gazelle with the longer horns because he's the OG Chad, and Horace is the one with the tiny horns because he's the beta male.
Aw.
Sorry, Horace. No offense.
Horace the whore.
I also saw a moment of expression on Simone's face by accident, so that was pretty cool.
Jon Favreau is watching it backwards like, fuck, I put an emotion in there.
Wow, this is the coolest scene for no reason.
Shit, I fucked it up. This is too cool. There's too much emotion.
It was supposed to be boring the entire way through.
It was supposed to be boring.
No, I watched Return of the Roar, and it just was like, okay, but then I was like, I just never watched the show ever again.
Yeah, I never did either. I watched that, but that was it.
Yeah, and that was only because it was like such a big deal. Like everyone was talking about it because we hadn't had any new TOK content in what, like 11 years or something.
Yeah.
And so then they announced it, and everyone went fucking apeshit, and then we realized like, oh no, this really is just on Disney Junior. It really is like only for kids. I think 95% of us realized that, and then the other 5% were like, keeping up with the show every week, and I'm like, no judgment or whatever, but also like,
Why?
yeah,
Just
what
why?
what entertainment value are you getting out of this? I have to wonder.
Well, they're getting bungarific farts out of it.
Wow, more
Bungarific!
farting. That's
Yeah.
something that was definitely not present enough in the original. We needed more farting.
Jon Favreau really missed out on adding more farting,
Yeah.
honestly. Now with 20% more farts.
I have to say though, if Timon and Pumbaa are the best part of your movie, you did something very wrong. I mean, these guys are the best part of the movie. Am I wrong here? Like,
No, you're
they
not
have like
wrong.
way more expression in their voices than like anybody else here.
Mm-hmm. And I don't like them as much as the original versions, but they're fine, and they're the better part of this movie for sure.
Yeah, they're definitely the best part of this film.
Can you feel the love in the daytime? I know everybody's mentioned that issue, but it's just funny that. Can you feel the love tonight at 10 a.m.?
Can you feel the spooky elephant graveyard in the middle of the afternoon?
Oh,
Can you feel that?
I feel the spooks.
Remember when we went there and you completely wanted to?
Impossible. Where's my Matthew Broderick? My good old Matthew. The
Like
Matthew
little Matty.
Broad-Dick.
Broad dick boy.
I don't like them singing the entire thing either. It just feels wrong.
Yeah.
I like the singer in it. I thought that just like felt better. I don't know why. I can't really explain why it felt better, but it just did. And I don't think it's just because it's different. Every song also has this issue. They put too much. They put too much changes into the way they say sing a line. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Kinda.
You know, that kind of shit was not.
Trying to improve it and failing.
Huh?
Trying to improve it and failing.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the music isn't matching what you're singing either.
Jesus Christ.
It's like your improvisation is great and all, but can you just not?
Honestly. I'm probably gonna go to sleep in a sec. I'm getting tired.
Oh yeah.
You wanna finish this tomorrow?
How much we got left? Sure, that sounds fine.
Super fucking long for no reason. So a while.
Yes. It would almost be over if it was the original.
I know, right? I'm just like, it feels like it should be over, and I'm like, why the fuck is there like 40 more minutes?
There's something.
I'm not gonna stay awake for that in this slogfest, so.
Why haven't you come home?
Also, where's my scene where they look like they're about to sex each other? God damn it.
Nope.
It's
not
missing.
appropriate.
Not appropriate.
No,
but
no
the
blood,
shit rolling
no
is fine.
kissing, no anything. Yeah,
And essential.
shit rolling is good. Adding shit that's not relevant is good.
You
But
see me rolling. I'm shitting.
Nasafenya, the lion crust.
We return to
Crusty
the lion crusty crust.
Lion crust.
Lion
Lion crust.
Lion crust.
Crust.
Shima damba himba limba dumbo.
This movie is crustier than toasted bread.
On the crustiest side of the
Crust
planet.
of them all. And it looks like it came from the Xbox One.
Actually, it's the
There's
Xbox Series
more
X. That's
to
the new
look
one,
at.
but close enough. The naming is pretty shitty, anyways.
Oh no, it's not even the newest console. It's one from 3 years ago or
Oh,
whatever.
yes. Yes, it's the old
Okay,
console.
I'll give it props. It looks like a new console graphic.
Yes, I
I'll
can
give it
see this
props.
on my PS5.
Goodbye, son.
Goodbye,
son.
Limbo.
I think she accidentally made an like emoted there on accident.
Yeah, a little bit.
I think there was a little bit of character in there. The way she like looked down and looked away and looked back. I'm like, oh, there was accidentally a little bit of character in that.
And Jon Favreau's just sitting in his seat rewatching the
Like,
movie going,
"Fuck! I missed that one."
How'd I miss that?
They might think
Shit.
these are real characters. Fuck. Fuck. No, we don't want real characters. We
want actual
lions.
lions. We want lions that don't
Literally
have
lions.
human personality to any degree. They just do lion. Be
They're
lion.
like, look, we don't want this movie to be accused of being furry bait like our last ones. So we need to do everything possible to make it clear. They are animals. If you draw porn of them, you're probably going to prison.
Jon Favreau brings more to prison than any other filmmaker in history.
Someone probably still tried to draw porn at this film.
Oh, absolutely.
And everyone's like, bruh,
Leave me alone.
at least the first film, they're kind of human-like. But this one, you okay, bro?
You okay, bro?
You
You got it.
thinking of that lion dick, bro? I don't know, man. That's a little weird.
Yeah, that's a little weird. I'm gonna
It's
call.
a little weird.
I'm gonna call this little number called 911. You may have heard of it.
Yeah. I feel like there's a hotline for this.
I feel like there may be.
So I just found out my friend is fapping to Lion King 2019, or no, they're just like, yeah, so I found out my friend is fapping to Nala. oh, okay, yeah, that's not that abnormal. No, not the 1994 one, the 2019 one.
Oh.
Oh. Where is your friend right now? We want to schedule an appointment. We want to see him and
Schedule an
appointment.
appointment. I love the idea of the police scheduling an appointment. That's hilarious. Can we schedule you in for an arrest at 11 and on the 6th? Does that sound okay with you?
Jesus Christ. Oh, that's hilarious. I more meant like a hotline, like if this is like a health crisis.
Yeah,
hotline.
I was
Like
just
a
I was still
therapist,
on.
but that'd be hilarious too.
Yes, my mind was still on the
Hey,
police.
This is the FBI.
The
This is
FBI
the
would like to
FBI.
see
We're
you.
planning on visiting next week, Tuesday, at around 4 p.m. Does that work for you? Please be at home. Please be available.
Yes. Please do not escape. Please do not do anything rash.
Please don't be
All
at
we're gonna
work.
do
Please
is
be at home.
all we're planning on doing is interrogating you and then arresting you just to be transparent. We like to be transparent here at the FBI.
Yeah. These are some police reforms we need, guys. They need to schedule a fucking appointment with me first before they bust down my door and arrest me, okay? That's the least you could do.
Oh
That's the least you could do before you damage my door and
That's-
cause property damage.
That's
At
what
least fucking call first. Jesus Christ.
that's what police reform needs is scheduling.
Yeah. Police reform, please. Schedule a fucking appointment first. Inconsiderate assholes, just assuming I'll be at home to be arrested.
I can't get off this. I'm imagining a police officer pulling you over for a DUI, and you think they're pulling out their, or not a DUI, that's more extreme, but something like that, and you think they're pulling out their, that paper to write a ticket, and
Oh
they're
yeah,
just
to
like,
write the ticket.
"Can we
Like,
book
no,
you
we're
in?"
just blocking you in for next Tuesday. We'll pencil you in. I think we only have 4 other appointments for that day.
You better make it there, or we're gonna have to reschedule.
They're just like, Mr. Policeman, I don't know if that'll work. I have my pedicure appointment at 4:30, and if you come at 4, I don't know. I feel like that's gonna be a really tight turnaround. And he's like, oh, "Fuck, you're right.
Understandable, good sir.
Understandable. How about let's do 6:30? Is that enough time for you to get there and get your nails done, and then drive back, and then I'll see you at your house? Like, would that work?"
And then they get there like, yeah, I understand I'm being arrested. I came to my appointment as scheduled. I feel, you know what? I was a little disappointed about being arrested at first, but with my fabulous nails, I can live with it.
Yeah. Well, so I have one slot. So I'm arresting a woman at like 6 p.m. for masturbating in public. So I have
To
an
Nala.
appointment with her. Yeah,
From
to Lion King 2019 Animals. You know, just masturbating in public. You know, so I have an appointment with her at like 6. I don't think it'll take that long, maybe like 15 minutes. So I could schedule you in for 6:30, and that gives us both enough time to prepare. You know, in case it goes a little longer than expected. You know. In case she decides she doesn't want to be arrested. But, I mean, usually they cooperate. Usually they come on time and everything. We're all good.
You up for this?
I think I could fit it in my schedule.
Is this now a lyrical song?
Apparently. Oh, they added a new song in here with Beyonce.
Okay,
I
then.
love how just kind of like him just sprinting through sand.
Yeah, in the original, there's the wide sweeping shots of the like huge desert, and now it's just kind of a trail.
He's just kind of like running. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, a little bit more. It's not too bad, but I don't like the song. I like the orchestral and the like the African vocals in the background of the original. I don't like this generic Beyonce music.
I know, they always do that. They're like, remember, here's all the songs you love, except they're different. And the one you liked most is probably taken out. And we added some new shitty ones that no one cares about.
One new shitty one that no one cares about.
Yeah, well, in this one, thank God. But
where's the
Beauty and
goddamn
the
morning
Beast
report?
had like 3. I saw people be like, "Oh, the Beauty and the Beast. At least that one had good new songs." And I'm like, "Girl, are you okay? Do you have like functioning eardrums? Because like I'm not even a music expert, and I'm like, this sounds horrible."
And what's her face is singing. What the main actress is singing was terrible too. Really,
I'm not even
really
talking
bad.
about the singing.
Oh, that's
'cause
just
I
on
didn't
top
even-
of that.
Oh God, just the new songs, like, because at least with the old ones, it's like, okay, yeah, singing
Recognizable.
whatever, but at least it's like, hey, you know, it's gonna be a good catchy song because like the original Beauty and the Beast has good catchy songs. You know, probably there's gonna be weird shit like CGI dinner plates with creepy ass faces that you have to deal with. But hey, at least it's like good music that you recognize. Then there's these new songs, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
You know.
People are like, at least the new music was good, and I'm like, really?
Do you have ears?
Did we watch the same film? Cause I don't know.
I thankfully have not watched that one, so.
It is like really bad. I've seen people try and say it's one of the better ones, and I'm like, especially if you watch.
This is my home.
I don't remember how I watched it because this was before Disney Plus, and I wasn't about to pay for that shit. And I saw it at a friend's house. I don't know if she pirated it or what, but we watched it. We watched it like directly after the original Beauty and the Beast, and I think that honestly made it 10 times worse because I feel like probably 90% of the people who are like, oh yeah, it was like one of the better ones, it wasn't that bad. I feel like probably what happened is enough time had passed since they'd watched Beauty and the Beast that they forgot what exactly was directly copied from the first one. So they're like, oh yeah, that's done pretty well. That's done pretty well. When you watch them back to back, I'm like,
the first one did that well too.
Copy pasted it, yeah. They copy pasted it. Everything new was bad. It literally felt like they used like the exact same sound clips. Like it felt like that. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, this is like the same film except with like new garbage shit randomly thrown in. I'm like, and creepy CGI dishes.
I've seen the CGI
and the Beast
dishes; those
is
are bad.
more of an asshole. Yeah, I'm like, did the Beast need to be more of an asshole? I don't remember anyone saying like. All these Disney CGI things was shit no one asked for.
You know,
like, oh yeah, I liked Beauty and the Beast, but Beast wasn't enough of a fucking dick. He just wasn't. He needs to be more of a fucking dick. Yeah, you know Jasmine? She's not enough of a fucking empowered female. She is a doormat. She is not assertive enough, man. Like, Aladdin is good, but that Jasmine character, fucking doormat.
That Jasmine.
Beast, not a dick enough. He's way too nice from the get-go. He's just like a pushover from the get-go, man. We just need to make him more of a dick. And we need to make Jasmine more assertive. we didn't get that from the original. We need
No.
this, guys. I'm like, who was sitting here asking for things?
The parts where Beast screams at Belle and like nearly attacks her several times, that's not enough.
That's
you need to
not
make him
enough.
more of a dick.
No, he just needs to be a dick to her in the library for no reason. Like, that's what we needed.
Yes.
You're suffering for what?
Also,
He needs to imply that she's a dumb woman who can't read. Like, that's what we needed.
this
Meanwhile, we have all the townsfolk, like, more on the nose. Like, ugh, a woman reading?
really most orthodox.
Just vomited in my mouth. Disgusting. We don't need that shit in our town.
Yeah, in the original they just kind of imply like she's a little weird, like from what they're used to. Like they find her odd, but they're not like douchebags to her for the most part. You're a fucking girl who reads.
Beast, like, wow, I didn't know you knew what books were. I didn't know you liked to read. I assumed I was the only person who could read.
She's the only person who could read an entire like country.
Wow, other people can read? Jesus, wow.
This person that
And a woman.
This person that owns a giant library and a palace can read?
Your reign is
The shock! I thought because he looked ugly, he couldn't read.
If you look ugly, you can't read, which means every
Facts.
lion in this film can't read.
Aw, that sucks for them.
Step down. Or
Okay, that was a little mean. They do look good, they just don't look like characters. They don't look distinct enough from each other. Scar kind of does, but
to feel the sting.
holy fuck, he looks ragged though.
Yeah, he does.
Well,
I also missed the lovely bunch of coconuts scene.
chance to
Oh,
Little
yeah.
bits like that.
They're
Like,
probably like, it's too silly, we need to cut it out.
we need to bore them to death. And if they get a single heartbeat going once they're about to die, they'll come back to life, and that's not what we want. We want them essentially dead,
We need them
Clinically
stone
dead.
cold dead.
clinically
And
dead.
then Seth Rogen's like, that's it. I gotta be the only funny thing in this movie.
if it weren't
I alone am keeping the audience from fucking suffering. Seth Rogen and who was the other guy who played? I don't know. Whoever played Timon and Pumbaa. When Timon and
Weed
Pumbaa
Man.
are the best part of your film, you really messed up.
what? Say it! Are you the king? No, I'm... Are you the king?
No offense to the Timon and Pumbaa in the original, because like they were good and all, but
Mhm.
there's so much other shit that's good that it's kind of like okay. And especially in the second movie, I don't care who fights me on this. In the second movie, they're fucking annoying.
Oh yeah, they absolutely are. They are horrible in the second movie, which is saying
They're so fucking.
I like
annoying.
them in general as characters, but the way they're written there is so, and they're so unnecessary, even more so than any in the original.
Where have I seen...
Yeah, the original people say like, oh, they're just comic relief, but it's like they did have a purpose to the
Mhm.
plot. Like Simba would have died without them, so even
Right.
without them being like, haha, funny, they do serve some significance. They did need to be there,
Yeah.
and obviously they use them too as comic relief. But it's
And here's...
Owie, Uncle hurt me. I like that. I killed Mufasa, and his face is just like.
Oh my god, what is this slow motion flashback? Jesus Christ.
Your own brother...
He just bit him and launched upwards. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh god. You just bit him and launched upwards somehow. The physics like don't make sense sometimes. Because they're
Yeah.
like, oh shit, we need to like do this with actual lions.
That's true.
I may be crazy, but some of the movements felt almost more realistic to like actual animals in the original than this one does.
Yeah,
feel very
'cause these
gummy.
ones are so like stiff, yeah.
I know they went to Africa or whatever, but I remember seeing a behind the scenes of the original, and the amount of research they put into the animation was absolutely insane.
Oh
Like
yeah.
like there were like every joint and thing and movement needs to be perfect in the original.
No, they were like the real OGs, like really fucking good.
And in this one, Jon Favreau was just like, oh yeah, I could use a vacay. A sweet
Just
vacay
like,
to
just have him like
Africa
bite
for
him
a,
and
for a
just
week.
launch.
He
Just have him launch upwards somehow. I don't know. Figure it out. Okay.
He obtains the power of Pumbaa's farts and launches up there.
Which would be a mistake.
Oh, dude, the way Pumbaa just turned around looked really stiff. I know what you mean.
Oh boy. I may run.
I get he's a warthog, but still.
Always fight a bully.
Fort murderer!
They took out the Mr. Pig line too.
You feel better, Poom?
Is that a reference to something?
I don't know, but it always just made me laugh. Even I don't even know what it's a reference to. If it is, it's so weird.
Oh my god.
I like it.
Oh, I'm surprised. Wait, in this movie, did they make Shenzi a girl boss? I'd be surprised if they didn't. Or did they remove her? I can't even remember.
Waiting too.
I think they removed her, didn't they?
Not a cub.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't even know if the hyenas have names in this one. They might
think
technically, but they don't really make it that clear.
Yeah, that's right. They removed Shenzi.
That's
And I'm sitting here, I'm just like, Disney trying to be like, I don't know.
Characters
I don't
not
like
having
getting super
names.
political, but it's like they are very on the nose about like, look, it's this movie, but it's like more feminist now, and I'm like, bro, you just removed the original character that was voiced by a black lady, but okay, if we're gonna play that card, then why did you make that choice? If we're gonna go there, then
Yeah.
yeah, we did have a, you know, strong woman character in the original, but we got rid of her because fuck that, I guess.
Well, I hate when they hire actors more based on the place they're from or something, or just exclusively their race or their type of gender or whatever, instead of picking the ones
Yeah.
that'd be right for the job. As long as they're not choosing these people on preference based on like their race and stuff, as long as that's not the case.
Or
if they're
the
just more
character's like specifically meant to be, you know, then I get it. You know?
right, there are situations, but it's funny that they hyped up how this movie has an mostly African cast. It's like they're animals. It doesn't matter. It's like it's cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's cool if some of them are
it's
really
not
good at their
like
jobs, but I'm just saying it doesn't matter.
Well, okay, Scars isn't, but
Nah, not literally every character, but there's like more of them are, and it's like, well, I mean, I'm not gonna say.
or no, I meant like Scars isn't good at his job, is what I was trying to say.
Most of these.
I think he is African. I think they did try to do that with this movie, was what I was gonna say, because I remember, based off the names and like who they chose, like Beyonce
Right.
and stuff, it was like it felt like they were trying to, you know, go for that angle. Like, look, we chose actual like African and African descended people. So cool. And I'm like, then why did you remove the black lady hyena? That's what I have to ask.
Mm-hmm. And I also just find it. I'm trying to think, but I just find it like, okay, so most of these people I do not like their voice acting in this. Doesn't mean they have no talent. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that.
It's just probably either it's the line delivery.
Mm-hmm. And a lot
Obviously,
of these,
the lines they have are just airlifted from the original. So
and I feel like they choose people a lot for these kind of movies, especially Disney recently on these like live action movies, based on, like I said, you know, where they come from, if they're famous, are they
John Oliver, Emma Watson?
Oh God, are they a good character actor, a good voice actor?
And
Usually
not all
no.
actors
They're
are
usually
good voice actors.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure John Oliver might be funny, but he's not good as a voice actor, at least in this.
Yeah.
And that's the case with a lot
I
of these people. It
agree.
doesn't mean they have no talent. It doesn't mean that they couldn't have found somebody of that descent or whatever that would be good for the job. It's just I feel like they go based off of fame and it's just, you know, name recognition. Yeah.
We need to like take this video clip and send it to every director who's made like a big budget, loud triple A,
Oh god.
you know, fucking animated movie in the last 10 years where they're just like, here's random celebrity. Here's another random celebrity. Can they voice act? I don't know.
Sometimes they can, but not always.
Sometimes. Meh. Meh emoji.
Meh emoji.
Speaking of which, we
I-
have Sir Patrick,
As poop.
Sir Patrick Stewart playing a piece of shit. Speaking of. Shit emoji, smiley emoji, meh emoji.
Sir Patrick Stewart as poop.
And he's just probably
So
here like,
amazing.
can I just have my paycheck and go home? This like fucking retarded by.
Could I just have my paycheck and go home?
Can I just wipe my ass with it and go home?
It will take some time.
There was really no impact to him falling here.
So?
I kind of like
No.
barely even noticed that happened.
That whole
And-
fight scene was like kind of stiff.
Yeah, in the original he like launches Scar off, and in this one he just kind of tumbles.
I was trying to fool.
Yeah, the hyenas look scary in this one, like shit. I know that's kind of the intention, but which I feel like is another thing I'm surprised they kept out of everything. Because I mean, I feel like if anything in this film has come under flack, I feel like it's the idea that like, you know, they're a little racist towards hyenas? Question mark. And this film's like, yeah, no, we're not removing it.
Right.
We're gonna update some things, but we're not gonna like update that. They can just still be racist, but we'll make sure we have African actors this time, so it's fine.
I don't. Yeah, I can kind of see that. I kind of find it more as a like, you know, like they're not. It's not more of a race thing as much of a. They happen to
They're
be
like
different
at
animals.
war, yeah.
And they just have different. Like they're more just ruthless standards. Like they don't want to. They're starving, but it seems like they don't want to like get along with anybody. That's what it comes off to me. You know, I can kind of get what people see with the other angle, but that's more what I would see with it.
Yeah. No, I just know that is one of the main things when people do bring up if they have problems with the film's message. It's usually related to that. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, lions are just born at the top of the hierarchy and they are good.
Yeah.
And hyenas are bad. And so this film is like
get
had
that.
a chance to at least kind of change the message a little bit, and they were just like, nah, they can just be evil and scary. It's fine.
Well, yeah. What they could have done is to easily
Or
fix.
made it more, at least more depth or something, you know, as to why they don't like the hyenas, other than like
Yeah.
they born stinky, they bad. Like,
Were they
could
born?
have
They born stinky.
had bad. They
Bad,
bad.
stinky.
They smell bad. They could have at least explained, like, you know, this is what happened between the two, and this is why they're like exiled and not allowed to live in the Pride Lands, and this is, you know, they could have done something like that. And they're just like,
Yeah.
nah, it doesn't need any explanation. It's fine.
Another easy fix to that would just to add a few hyenas that do not agree or something. You know, that are just
Yeah, right.
something like that get along or try to get along. Like it's like just extreme example, but it's like, you know, I don't know, Nazis. It's like they're not even close to all Germans were Nazis. So it's like if you had like, you know, a group of, you know, hyenas that didn't agree with that or something, and the bad ones were like the quote unquote Nazis, you could have something like that. That's another
Yeah,
way
I
to
was
get it
thinking
a little
that
better.
too. That could be just have like one extra character, because clearly they don't care about padding out this movie with extra characters and extra bullshit. Just have like one.
Oh,
good
extra
hyena
bullshit,
who's
yes.
not shitty.
Unnamed forest animals and watching poop for 3 minutes.
Unnamed hyenas, unnamed forest animal, poop, more mice.
Poop.
shot.
Sir Patrick Stewart scene.
Poop. Man,
Well.
I'm surprised they didn't get him to cameo for Dung Doodle. rolling.
You just suddenly hear him
It just
talking.
starts talking.
Yes. Hello there. I am
Hello
poop.
there.
I am
I
ball
am a
of
piece
poop.
of poop. I am rolling towards Simba right now as we speak. I have his tuft of hair here.
They see me rolling. They hate it.
They hate him because I have Simba's hair tuft. And they see me riding dirty. Ew.
Very dirty.
Very dirty.
Very dirty.
I'm riding dirty to Rafiki's house right now.
Well.
What did you think about it?
I feel nothing.
Yeah.
I feel
right.
absolutely nothing. Except for slight contempt.
Light muted rage.
Exactly. It's one of those, it's a movie where it's terrible, but it's so boring that you can't really get worked up about it.
It's muted rage. Oh god.
I'm sure if you had to like I said, I've been watching YMS's like editing things, and he's getting worked up about it, but he has to like hyperanalyze the entire movie. If I was having to do that, I'd be fucking pissed because keep getting things to be frustrated by. But just watching it, I feel nothing. Just
Yeah.
I just didn't like it. It was boring, and it made me want to watch the original sometime soon to cleanse the palate.
Clear the palate, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
On this here, I'm like, you know, it makes me sad because as a kid, I loved Scar so much. And I remember thinking it'd be so cool to see him, like, if they made a movie about him or if they did, like, a live action and they went more into his backstory, we got any more canon material. And then this movie comes out and they're just like, nah, you don't need to know any of that boring shit. Like,
No.
who people are or what their backstory is and what you've been wondering for 20 years. Nah, you can just get random poop rolling.
Well, of course. It just has so much less personality than the original in every single way.
I know. It feels so padded out, too. I'm like, man, if you just removed all the mouse bullshit and the shit rolling around and the, like, random animal sequences, you'd have so much more time. You'd thing meaning. Because clearly people were willing to pay and watch this for 2 hours, so that's disappointing. That nothing good came of it, really.
Nope. And they just took out all the fun. Like, there's so many scenes that they were like, this is too silly, this is too much fun, and this is too much character
serious.
building. Yes, this needs to be serious. We need to have Mufasa say Simba and not add anything fun. Fun is bad. Yes.
They also ruined, like...
Yes.
Yes. They
Yes.
also ruined all the songs.
They
Speaking
did.
of enjoyment, I don't think any of them were even as good as the original,
Nope.
let alone better. They were all significantly worse.
The general score was recognizable, is the best I
It
could
was
say.
fine. Yeah.
It doesn't sound as good as the original. Even the score, even like outside of the songs themselves, the like score, even that's not as good. It just doesn't have the spark it did in the original.
I think it is probably the closest in quality to the original, though.
Just
Out of everything, I think that and Timon and Pumbaa are actually
they're fine.
I would say at least as good.
Yeah, they are. Minus a few like things that are outside of their character, like some of the like more fun things in the animation around them is missing. But
Yeah.
other than that,
But I mean, you couldn't really do that in this movie. I think with what they were given, I think it was comparable.
Yeah.
I think that is the only
that's it. I
that
agree.
and the score are like the only things that are actually like comparable-ish on a similar level. Everything else is like significantly worse.
I think that's a good way to sum it up there. I feel the same way. So I'm guessing, so you liked it even less this time, huh?
Yeah, I'd say so. It just looks so like stiff and cardboardy and video gamey, and yeah. And I remember the voice acting being very sleepy.
Oh, especially
Very
James Earl
creepy.
Jones.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's just sitting down in his chair and falling half
He gave
asleep.
that line. They woke him up. They're like, you have more lines to do.
Yes. And the line is done. He's like, I didn't do anything. No, we swear you did a perfect job.
We just needed that. Yes, that was perfect. Oh, I was waking up from my nap.
Timba.
Timba. Bring back Copa for the Lion King 2.
Bring back Copa. Bring back
Disney's
Copa.
one
Bring
true
back
son.
Copa.
Simba's true son.
Disney's true son.
Disney forgot about him. They murdered him. I believe in him. He's the one true son.
Hashtag.
And the Father and the Holy Spirit.
Hashtag I stand with Copa.
Hashtag Copa lives.
He do.
If you love Copa and live for him with all your heart, repost this. And show your friends you're not afraid to have Copa, our Lord, on your timeline.
Oh God. So many people wasted like lifetime on this movie, but at least they got paid.
I'm gonna die sooner now that I've seen it. That's sad.
2 hours. Well, you have 4 hours of lost. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I only have 2. Ha!
I'm gonna die 4 hours sooner and have gained nothing.
At least you've gained the knowledge that this movie is not good. That is knowledge.
But then I watched it again, so what knowledge? What did that knowledge get me?
You like it even less now.
Yep.
And we had fun at least.
We did. It was good.
Yes. Next time, we'll have to do some dramatic readings. Of,
Fart murderer.
Yes.
Fart murderer.
Fart murderer. Fart murderer. I want to do.
I want to read the fart murderer one, and
yes,
I want to read
and the Timon.
Yes.
Yes. Fuck
Tender
yes.
to touch. Who the fuck writes that outside of porn? Tender to touch. Bitch, that's a fucking porno.
It is.
You know what else is tender to touch? His throbbing cock as his mom is touching his hairline. Like, Jesus Christ. You may as well have just said it. Literally, that was like the most uncomfortable thing ever, was being on MLK and finding that fic and all of us being like, what the fuck?
It was just lying there and waiting for much
for
stuff.
Someone to find it. Someone very sad and unfortunate to find it. And be like, oh, this is like basically softcore incest, mother-son incest porn.
Fuck.
Softcore hair stroking? What the fuck? Oh, were you drinking water?
No, it actually just made me cough. I was laughing so hard for a second.
Oh no.
I'm good. I just can't wait to do that. It'll be so fucking fun.
Oh my god. Did I tell you about how me and Carl used to do the fake fanfic titles?
I think so, yeah.
Kobu Ice threesome. Like just random crack shit.
Yeah.
No, it needs to be like that, but with with Timon Ma. Just like mom, son, softcore hair stroking. Not safe for work.
Not safe for work.
Or they just start with a normal ass. Timon returns after his long journey from some love from his caring mother who strokes his hair. Not safe for work. Oh, what?
What?
Oh, just like that would be someone's reaction reading it. Like, oh, what?
Yeah, what? I think people are gonna be very intrigued when we record that.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Okay. Porn.
It's basically porn, but that's fine.
It is. And you will all see soon. What is the rest of this? Oh, more credits.
Cool.
Good, it's over.
If you wanted to know the Norse subtitle people, then there you go.
Yay. But
yes.
In general, final thoughts are it was bad. It just lacked the soul of the original, and I do not like.
It's like a film with cardboard cutout versions of the characters instead of the actual characters.
There you go. That's a pretty
And
good
someone
way to put it.
expects you to watch 2 hours of it.
Ugh.
Of their cardboard puppetry as they drift off into the dream world of sleep.
I just realized, Jana, that no one's probably not gonna even know what I'm talking about. But that yes line sounds like something out of a Dingo movie. Yes.
Oh god. It kind of does. I was thinking of that too. Hopefully someone will reference.
Yes. If you want to know about Dingo, go watch Phaelus.
Yes,
End off with a
Phaelus, my
recommendation
man.
because he is underappreciated. Like, I don't remember how many. He has way less subscribers than he deserves. That's for sure. And he's been around since, he's like around when the Nostalgia Critic started, and he's way less than him or anything, and he deserves better. Yeah, like it's a lot.
Like,
what was that?
Oh, I just said I think he has quite a few nowadays, but I agree.
Yeah, but
his stuff's real good.
for how long he's been around, 115K, that's a lot in general, but just with how long he's been around and the quality of his videos,
I agree.
he needs more love. So go watch to start out, to make it topical, go watch his Lion and the King review. The diamonds, my god!
I used to think his Countryside Bears one
God.
was a riot. A fucking riot. Jesus Christ. I remember being like 18 and like getting drunk and watching it and like screeching.
That one, and the classic one is the Beauty and the Beast one. Oh my god.
Oh god. Well, there's several, because there's several of the bad versions.
My horse got wet in the rain.
Oh,
it's
that one.
completely
Yeah.
useless now.
The Hunchback ones were funny too. Oh god, the Anastasia ones, I rewatched those recently and I was like screeching. The one with the talking instruments.
Oh god.
I was like pissing myself.
I love those.
Oh my god.
Alright, but thanks for this is the end of our recording for this commentary, and we had fun doing it, and thanks for anybody who watches, and we'll see you all later.
Fox and Mule are leaving. Mule's going to sleep.
Yep, and Fox is doing some dishes before bed.
Oh wow, just like the perfect thing we all want to do.
Yes, I totally didn't hold it off till the last second. It's totally not 12:20 a.m. or anything like
Holy
that.
Shit, dude.
It's totally
oh my
not.
God.
All right, but Fox and Mule out.
Out.
Motherfucker.